Tobin with SOMO TV. I'm here with
Zim Swartz.
And can you tell me about what your involvement is here?
I am so proud to be the Games Management Team Chair this year, and I'm supposed to be coordinating everything, but we have such good staff, they kind of know what they already are doing.
And is there anything that stands out this year from any other year?
Oh, we've got a beautiful Victory Village, lots of different vendors, lots of different games and crafts going on. Our Healthy Athletes is outside this year, the parking lot, so more athletes are coming. And we had a really interesting first time I've known across the country during our final leg.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the opening ceremonies and the final leg torch run?
Well, the final leg, not only were we educating our community and doing a final torch run to bring the torch into, to open the games, but we're actually fighting crime. We had an incident right before, so if our officers would have been out there, a crime may have gone unsolved. So we were actually able to make some arrests right before as a final leg was coming through, and then the opening ceremonies, we were able to bring the torch in and light the cauldron.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the involvement that the LTR has with our opening ceremony?
Well, LATR, Law Enforcement Torch Run, came out in just hundreds of officers to run, to be in uniform, to salute the torches coming through, to salute the athletes coming through during the parade of athletes, as well as we had several groups of honor guards. So we had law enforcement was helping with opening ceremonies in lots of different ways.
And I see there's a lot more officers out roaming around and over by the award ceremony. Would you tell us a little bit more about that?
We've got lots of officers that have signed up at different shifts today and tomorrow on Sunday to help with awards during our track and field and our powerlifting and volleyball yesterday and aquatics. So we've got officers everywhere walking around and helping award the medals that the athletes are earning every event.
Can you tell me what events are out here?
We've got track and field events going on right now during this beautiful day. We've got aquatics going on, powerlifting, and then we had our volleyball tournament yesterday.
Okay, thank you, Zim. And I'm Alan Tobin for SOMO TV.
Thank you, Alan. Woo!
Can you tell me a little bit about what you're wearing around your neck?
Go Nettles!
Yeah, what was it in?
Volleyball.
And what else are you guys going to compete in this weekend?
Track and field. We're doing a relay,
softball,
and
standing long jump.
And is there anything that you're really looking forward to?
The dance.
And what about opening ceremonies?
That's all right.
Yeah.
But we like to dance better.
As well, so about 20 of us have all come out to volunteer, and we're doing the softball throw this year. So we're measuring out long and short throws. It's been really fun.
Yeah. Okay. Can you tell me how many of your fellow?
Sure. Yeah, we have about 20 or so people out here, both from our Color 10 friends and then, of course, iHeartRadio.
And tell me a little bit more about your involvement and what you think of what's going on this weekend.
Yeah. Well, first of all, everything this weekend, I mean, is phenomenal. To see all the athletes from all over the state of Missouri come together and get to be a part of how they celebrate their athletes and how their athletes perform up maybe in Kansas City or St. Louis, how we do it down here in Southwest Missouri. And get to see everybody, and everyone's having a great time. So that's been really fun to be a part of. I love being a part of Special Olympics. I mean, the stuff that we do here in Southwest Missouri has been great with the polar plunge. I know with Robin coordinating everything, me and Robin have kind of worked together on a lot of stuff about the last decade. It's been really, really great, a fun relationship. And for me, just to be out here, everybody deserves this chance to come out and compete. And for me to just be able to witness it, that's been really, really cool for the last 10 years.
Bucharest, rock the spot. Faces lean just too high. Bucharest, rock the spot.
Hello, I'm Alan Tobin. I'm here with Gary Wilbers, the chair of the Capital for Training for Life campus. Can you give us an update on what we're going on right now and what we have more coming to soon?
Sure, I'd be glad to, Alan. I tell you, it's a really exciting times because, as you know, we've broke ground for the Training for Life campus, and we're going to start seeing really not dirt, but gravel move because it's in the rock quarry there. So it's happening. It's starting, and by late summer of next year, we're going to be opening that facility for all the athletes throughout Missouri. So I'm pretty excited, pretty pumped about it.
I hear that we're still needing to do more fundraising for other things. Can you tell me a little bit more about what we're needing and what funds we were looking for?
Sure. We're trying to raise another $2 million. We've raised, it was 2.8. We've raised about 800,000 of that. But we need about $2 million to really finish off some of the sports facility fields in the area, kind of like the softball field, the bocce courts, some of those areas. And we're really getting out there this year. Our goal is by the end of this year to raise that money. So when we open the facility, we're going to be able to have the complete facility open. But we've approved the building. It's going to get started. The track, the field turf, all that's coming in. We really need that additional money because costs were a little bit higher than what we thought than we originally expected. So we need to raise that additional $2 million to get everything completed. So when it opens, we want it to be a complete facility.
Thank you, Gary, and thank you for coming out. And I'm looking forward to being able to walk into those doors.
I can't wait to see you there.
So am I. Thank you.
...2016 was a great year, a year of expansion of our programming. In fact, our programming expanded so much that Dr. Tim Shriver, Senator Roy Blunt visited us on Halloween Day to see our young athlete programs and our healthy athlete programs as they continue to grow. We celebrated the 30th anniversary of the law enforcement torch run here in Missouri. In those 30 years, our officers have raised nearly $30 million for Special Olympics Missouri and our athletes. Congratulations to them and Colonel Ralph Bealey for starting that all 30 years ago and all they've done for us in public awareness as well. Lastly, we took another step towards the reality of a dream of our own Training for Life campus in Jefferson City, Missouri. If you haven't visited the site to see the drawings of the campus, please do. And also, if you would help us raise that final $2 million, that's all we need to make it a reality. So thanks for visiting. Enjoy the site.
Susan Shaffer, and I'm the head of delegation for Team Missouri, set to compete in the 2018 USA Games in Seattle. We spent the last few days here on the beautiful campus of the University of Washington, touring the venues at which you'll eat, sleep, and compete less than 1 year from now. Behind me, you'll see the site of the opening ceremonies, Husky Stadium, where the Washington football team plays. This will be the first USA Games opening ceremonies in an outdoor stadium. It's a gorgeous venue with breathtaking views of Lake Washington and Mount Rainier. It truly doesn't get any better than this. Seattle has embraced us with open arms. This week, and we have absolutely no doubt that this city of inclusion will pull out all stops for us as athletes, coaches, and family members. 1 year from now, when the games begin. It's a beautiful campus that allows all 3,000 athletes from around the country to house in one central location. The venues we have toured are top-notch. We can't wait to see our athletes bring the Show Me State attitude to the Emerald City. Okay, enough delaying. Let's jump right into announcing the delegation who earned a spot on Team Missouri for the 2018 USA Games. We are here at Husky Stadium Track and Field Sports Complex to announce our track team. Brett Harper, Dustin Johnson, Emily Carroll, Jesse Hodgson, Lena Hodgson, Mark Harris, Mary McManus, and Shaquana Hobbs. Our coaches, Kurt Yeager, Janice Fisher, Emily Yeager, and Michelle Howe. Go track! Here we are in Red Square, outside of one of the libraries on campus. We're here to announce our swimming team. They will be swimming off campus. Allison Bird, Curtis Herbold, Devin Bach, Jessica Grammer, Joel Krauser, Libby Waldell, Logan Hewlett, Neha Nike. Coaches, Rich Black, Amy Wurst, Amber Young. Congratulations, swimmers. Welcome to Alaska Airlines Arena, one of the 4 venues for basketball at USA Games. It's now time to introduce our team. Robert Gregg, Eric Alexander, Griffin McBride, Shell Hagan, Michael Hyde, Nick Vaughn, Aiden Patterson, Dylan Mayfield, Hayden Windsor, and Zachary Wells. Our coaches, Ken Pedersen, Chris Clark, and Robin Anderson. Go basketball. We're here at Dempsey Arena, home of the bocce for 2018 USA Games. It's here to announce our team. Amanda Cope, Bobby Bates, Colin Garrison, Lisa Berryhill, Matt Davidson, Larry Hughes, Melanie Prowitz, and Paul Davidson. Kathy Whitmire, Jamie Rosso, James Ross, and Rebecca Tinknell. Our coach, Terry Dallas. Go bocce! Here we are back on the University of Washington campus to announce our bowling team. Their venue is off-site. Our bowling team, Elena Tolliver, Brandon Minette, Jeremiah Ellis, Kayla Brewer, Unified Partners, Amanda Gino, Erica Koenig-Stein, Trey Tolliver, and Tyler Buskin. Our coach, Zach Talivas and B. Webb. Congratulations, bowling team. Here we are in the center of campus on the University of Washington. If it's a clear and sunny day, you can see Mount Rainier. Our golf team is off-site for a venue, but here we are to announce the team. Cade Marin, John Hughes, Nick McMillan, Thomas Cleek, Unified Partners, Jerry McMillan, Mike Garrison, and Doug Marin. Our coach, Steve Wiederholt, and Sarah Schatzik. Here we are outside Meany Hall of Performing Arts on the University of Washington. We're here to announce our powerlifting team. Brandon Meitz, Charlie Phillips, Jody Davis, Timothy Bray. Your coaches, Stan Smith, Mary Cleek. Go powerlifters! Here we are outside the venue that will host Healthy Athletes in Victory Village. Softball complex is off-site, so here we are to announce our team. Paul Boward, John Burnett, Paul Burnett, Alan Cameron, Ty Clayton, Seth Dye, Daniel Fultz, Lee Hamilton, Christopher Ingram, Tim Kuntz, Wyatt Leonard, Jeremy Tucker, Justin Tucker, Josh Weiss, Cecil Williams. Your coaches, Dana Grishinger, Josh Buckite, and Amy Roberts. Congratulations, Team Softball. Here we are at the University of Washington's tennis complex to announce our tennis team. Christopher Green, Lucas Blattle, Simon Caldwell, our unified partner, Jeremy Clayton, and our coach, Ashley Worst. Go tennis!
Welcome back to SOMO TV. I'm Alan Tobin with Alan Cameron and Susan Shaffer, competition director. Susan, So I hear there was a sports camp. Can you tell me a little bit more about what went on with this special sports camp?
Yeah, this year was our 2017 selection camp for Team Missouri for USA Games that will take place in 2018 in Seattle. So it was kind of a different type from our regular sports camp that we have each year where athletes come and play different types of sports throughout the week. This was more of a selection process for them to be a part of Team Missouri.
Can you tell me a little bit more about how you get to go to selection camp?
First of all, we get a selection process of what slots or what sports we can pick from our athletes. So then what you do is an athlete can be nominated by a coach or themselves or a parent, and then they have to participate in that state event. So if you're going to go in tennis, you have to have gone to the fall games or outdoor games, which we call, and placed first in tennis. Then we do a selection process after that. So we look at who's been nominated, how many slots did we get. If we got 3 slots, we're going to bring in possibly 6 people to look at to be selected. And then once you come to camp, we're looking at not necessarily your ability. We already know you got a gold. We're actually looking how well you do with a new coach or different coach, and how well you handle all the activities that we do throughout the week at camp.
In other words, personality. You're looking for other things than just the skill.
You are correct. It's different to, you've been on a plane before, or we're traveling, we're getting up early in the morning. We at camp got up and was walking by 7 o'clock. In Seattle, you may catch a bus by 6:30. So there's some things that we look at to see, can you handle those changes?
How long are you planning on being out in Seattle?
Well, we'll fly out on June 30th and fly back on July 7th. So we're out there pretty much about 6 days.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what competitions that Special Olympics Missouri is going to be competing at, and all the extra special things that you have planned?
Well, I got the opportunity to go out to Seattle about a couple of weeks ago to actually see some of the venues that will be. We're taking 9 different sports. The venues are really, really nice. The biggest thing that they're going to do is the first time ever is opening ceremonies is going to be outside at University of Washington's football stadium. So it holds about 70,000 people, and they're hoping to pack the stand. So I think that's pretty cool. 4th of July, we're going to be out there. So they're going to have a big 4th of July festival event going on.
Kind of like World Games opening ceremonies?
Yeah, that's what I hear, that it's going to be kind of exciting, that we'll leave our dorms. It's actually right on campus with us. We don't get to get on buses and travel. We're going to walk to opening ceremonies. So that'll be nice, that maybe we don't have to stand and sit for hours before we actually prayed into opening ceremonies. That's part of the deal. I'm looking forward to it because I'm excited that it's going to be outside just like it was at World Games.
What's the weather like there?
Oh, it's pretty nice. Well, we were out there. It was one day was in a little bit in the low 90s. It's pretty much hangs in the 80s. No air conditioning. If we go, there's not air conditioning in our dorms. But in nighttime it cools down. You'll need a jacket or a pair of pants early in the morning. Our golfers, we just had some get back from Seattle that participated in the NIT, and in the morning they wore jackets out on the course. So. I think it's going to be cooler than what we're used to.
Is the heat kind of like dry heat, or just no humidity?
No humidity while we're there, just heat. It was.
I was going to say, nothing like New Jersey, right?
Nothing like New Jersey. Just remember, we still don't have air conditioning, but it's nothing like New Jersey. Actually, it looks to be very nice, and the facilities. There's no air conditioning in any of the facilities that we've seen, but they're not concerned. A little rain sometimes in the afternoon, they say, but while we were there was no rain, so absolutely beautiful.
But the nights are cooler, though.
That's it. That's what counts. The nights are cooler and we can sleep. That's the big part, right?
Oh, yeah. Open the window and just sleep away.
That's it.
I have a different subject I want to ask you.
Okay.
I hear there was some different things going on with the outdoor games. Can you tell me why and what they were?
Oh, some of the things, one of the biggest things, we're going to be at some new sites, new venues. We're going to be hopefully the First time at Helias. They are going to open their facility. They're building a brand new complex like we are with our Training for Life complex. They're building a new tennis and football. And so football is going to be moved over to Helias' football field, and it's actually going to be played on Sunday instead of Saturday. You'll get done with softball. It's going to be played all day. Then you can go home and rest, or back to your hotel rooms, rest, and then the next day will be football on Sunday. That's one of the biggest changes we heard from our athletes, was that going from softball all day, then going and playing football. So we've changed that schedule. So Alan, I know you appreciate that because of you playing both sports. But that's one big change. Our tennis complex, they're moving it over to Helias, so we're hoping a lot of their students can come over and volunteer with us. We're also a little bit different this year. We're going to have a tailgating on Friday night. We're going to have a tailgating party sponsored by a local bank in Jeff City is going to set that up for us, so that'll be pretty cool. And then, of course, our opening ceremony's on Friday night back at Helias.
Okay, Shaffer, thank you for being here. Thank you for answering all the questions. For Alan Cameron, and I'm Alan Tobin, thank you.
Oh, now you have trash in here. Now you have. Yeah.
You should have known something was happening.
The big 5-0. Yeah, that's what happened. So I don't think at my age you can bend over and clean that up.